Hey guys, welcome to Coach's Corner. So today we're going to be talking about recovery, everybody's favorite when it comes to endurance training. Recovery is absolutely crucial when you're training for any type of endurance event. If you swipe to the right, we're going to be talking about the supercompensation curve. Now, this may be new for some of you, but I'm going to walk you through it. So as you can see, the line decreases in response to training load. So this means that your fitness or your performance is decreasing due to the stress of the training. And this makes sense because as we're working out, our body is breaking down our muscles, creating little micro tears in the muscle to produce the high workload volumes or the intense workload volumes that we're doing during our training. Then you can see that after a period of recovery, whether that's pure recovery, so 100% you're just resting that day, or it's active recovery, so an easy run, ride, or swim, your body's able to rebuild during that time. So truly fitness and performance gains are made when you are recovering. So you can see that on that supercompensation curve, the goal is to recover for the optimal amount of time so that you achieve the most benefit from those workouts and you achieve the greatest amount of fitness and we avoid that plateau. Now, it's important to understand that the body doesn't recognize the difference between training stress, life stress, work stress, relationship stress, whatever stresses you have in your life. And so it's going to be important to monitor how much stress you have on a daily basis, what your body's response to that stress is, and when you need to take a little bit more recovery than maybe you had planned in your workouts for that week. So we're going to talk through one way that you can do that right now. One of the ways that I have my athletes check their recovery is first thing in the morning before they even get out of bed, actually before they even lift their head off the pillow, I have them take their resting heart rate. Now they can use a regular stopwatch. Some of their watches do this automatically for them. You can also just use the stopwatch feature on your phone to take your resting heart rate. So whether it's at your neck or you're taking your pulse at your wrist, either is perfect for this assessment of your recovery. So you're going to take that resting heart rate every morning, and it's important to do this after a hard day, recovery day, doesn't matter, every single day, so that we can get a consistent, true number to what it is for you. Everybody's resting heart rate is different, so it's important not to compare to your friends. Now, after you've been doing this for a couple days to a week to a few weeks, you'll start to get an idea for what that resting heart rate is for you. And now we can use that to assess if we're truly recovered. So if one morning you take it and you notice that your heart rate is up about 5 to 8 beats per minute, this is a red flag indication that you are due for a recovery. So what that rise in heart rate tells you is that your body is undergoing a lot of stress and is having a hard time coping with it. So you are susceptible to things like injury or illness, overtraining syndrome, all of these things that can impact our consistency in training. And as we know, consistency for endurance athletes is absolutely crucial. So it's important that we address the issue right then. So talk to your coach if you notice that your resting heart rate is high, and make sure that you're making those adjustments to your training plan. A training plan should always be adaptable. It should never be set in stone. So you need to make sure that whether you're taking an off day on that day or you're working with your coach to figure out a workout that may be better suited for a recovery day, that's going to be important and critical for your ability to continue to improve and, again, avoid that plateau, avoid those overtraining symptoms. The other side of recovery is making sure that we're taking our recovery days actually easy. So as endurance athletes, there are a lot of us that just like to go hard every single day, day in, day out. We think it's how we're going to get better. And it's making sure that we're keeping those heart rates in those proper ranges on every day, because every workout does have a purpose. So if it is a recovery day, typically I try to keep most of my athletes somewhere between that 55 and max 70, 75% heart rate, to making sure that they can still hold a conversation while they're doing their workout. That's a good telltale sign, if they're not using a heart rate monitor, that they're in that recovery space. So they're using oxygen for fuel. They're in that aerobic energy system, and we're burning a little bit more fat there as well. So true recovery day, letting their body heal, repairing those muscles, and they'll be able to get after it the next day. So remember, guys, take your heart rate every morning, take those easy days easy to fully recover and make sure that you're ready to go and you're optimally suited for that next hard workout, race, season, whatever it may be. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next week at Coach's Corner.